Yeah! Hi, welcome to Delicate Dark Girl. Should I move you in? Let's start here, because I wanted to actually get ready and show you all the things that I have acquired while I've been gone. I thought that'd be nice. I have a box of stuff, and we're gonna get ready with some of the things in the, you'll see. So I can't show you this part obviously, but it was bathing. So I ran some errands. It's my off day. These are the new things that I bought with shower wise. So I got these Aesop soap, and I got the same 3 brands of soap, and I got these 2 flavors. I don't know if you call them flavors. And then before that, I showed you backwards. Then I got these 2 soaps at a different place. That's in the beauty supply. This is from Rite Aid, which is now Walgreens. This is the one I'm using currently. And now we will do our face care. I got a really big box from, where was this from again? Stalvana. I usually get stuff from Olive Young. Stalvana was just, they were having a sale. I got this first. This is not from Stalvana. This is from Target. Another micellar water. The green one. Because I really like micellar water. The Garnier's micellar water. That's the one for me. And then I got... No! Oh, God! Okay, and we're back. So I'm just going to put on some Carmax. As you see, the last time I was here, I guess, I don't know if that'll go up first or last, but now I have a makeshift nose ring. So anyway, I got a bunch of toners. Let me start with the first one. This one is cleansing water. They kept having 2 for 1 kind of things. So this I've been chasing down for maybe, I don't know, a while. Somebody had it in the video, and they had a big one, and I was chasing that down, but it was always sold out in America. The point is, I got it now, but it's actually really watery, like in a good way. I really like how it moisturizes, as you can see that. So, see that? See how watery that is? Okay. I love the way it smells. But I think I can only like use it on like my neck and the back of my ears and stuff, because I was putting it on my face for a while and I feel like I was having some sort of allergic reaction, which confused me because it has a bunch of what's it called? Ingredients that actually work really well for me. So I don't know why it's acting like that, but anyway, I'll just go like under the chin, my inner ear. I use this cleansing water to do that, and then behind the ear. But I have to be careful with my inner ear because of my earrings. So that's that. I'm using it like that right now because it was doing fine. It was just on my face. I'm gonna try it again after my face fully calms down. I'm going to try it again. If I have the same reaction, then I know it was this. If it's not, it's the thing I was using just before all this stuff derived. So then I also got this. I won't be opening these until summertime though. Aloe vera. It's just the same one from Nature's Republic. Finally, getting some toner on my face. I want to do this faster. I will be choosing between this and this. This you all have seen before or should have seen before. It's also Nature's Republic. So it's a really big toner. Like it's called Big Toner, but it is really huge. It's bigger than the micellar water. Oh, not that much bigger. It's not that much bigger than the micellar water. Hold on, let me try to even out the bottom. It's like a head bigger, but it's round all the way. And they're about the same width. Let me look at some more ounces. It only tells me in milliliters. 500 milliliters, and this one's 400 milliliters. So, for size, I was doing all that for size reference. If you're interested in this one, I'm giving you an idea of how big it is. Nature Republic has a US website. I've never had to order off of Nature Republic before. They used to have it in my local Marshalls. And then this Wonder Ceramide Mochi Toner by Tony Moly. There's this girl that I watch. She goes around interviewing people. Either she knows or doesn't know. I'm not entirely sure. And then maybe I think it's her subscribers. She goes around basically interviewing them and asking them what's in their makeup bag. But it seemed to have grown into more than that. So it's like what's in their makeup bag. And then sometimes I think I've heard a couple people be like they brought something and put it in their makeup bag just so they could introduce it to other people. So it's like a bunch of people sharing the stuff in their bag and then sharing like things they love and they want to tell people this thing is amazing, you know, try it out, blah blah blah. Anyway, she had to get ready with me. It wasn't even in somebody's bag. And then this was one of them that she was talking about, and I was really determined to go get it. And luckily for me, it was not sold out. Usually by the time I hear about something that somebody really loves, it's hard to find, so I was excited. It's about the same size as the big toner, 500 milliliters. This is what I will be using today, because I know ingredient lists differ a lot, and I think that makes sense because locations differ, and that means your plants and pharma and fauna and flora, they all differ, and so the things that would naturally be good for you would reflect the things in your environment. And so skincare, I think, is similar. The things that work best for you might be things that are common in your environment. Or if you're someone like who immigrated parents, you'll notice that maybe you move somewhere and things aren't agreeing with you. And it's probably because it's a change of environment and now your whole body has to get used to that. If it ever does. Some people, it's like you gotta just get stuff from back home. They have an ingredient that's native in Asia and Africa, and it's the Centella Asiatica. Yes, Centella Asiatica extract. And it's called Asiatica, but it's also in Africa, like in its indigenous plant to parts of Africa and then parts of Asia. So the things that they have with that ingredient in it, I find work for me like a charm. And these two things have been working out great. Anyway, I'll go into more detail in a separate skincare video because, you know, it's not necessarily for making more videos because I'm the type of person that would really like, you know, like one and done. That's kind of why I'm doing this, because I didn't want to do an unboxing and then I get ready with me. I thought, why not unbox and get ready? Fruit punch it. I'm going to bring you in now. Nothing in the box will help me prime or do my base and eyebrows. So we're just going to do base and eyebrows. So now we can move on to what else is in the box. Here are the things that we can do now because we're about to do eyes. I got another raw man palette. So that makes 5. Now I have 5. 3 10 pans, 2 quads. I am not finished buying things from them. So this one. This is Rosebud Garden. I just dropped it on the floor, but ooh, thank goodness. Anyway. As you can see, I've touched the glitter. I've swatched everything already, but yeah. Right now, to me, this color is the only color that I'll probably ignore, but the rest of these are things that I can use. I might even be able to use that one. But anyway, today's the day we'll find out, isn't it? Get my eco tools. And e.l.f. We're going to use this side. And we're gonna go into, I'm just running errands, so we'll stay in this area. Or maybe I'll go here. I think I'm gonna stay here. This is when we move in. Okay, so we might dabble over here, but right now I'm gonna mix these two on my eye with this brush. Yeah! I got some sparkle in it, sorry. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I know why I like this now. Because, not now, but it reminds me of my Mauves palette. Of course, the brand formula is different and they have different shimmers. But let me show you what I mean. So this is the palette that I was using non-stop while I was gone. And these are the colors. Oh, but you can see it's very different. But it's in this family. The Juvia's Place are much more high chroma value, like a color in color, and then these are a little more muted tones. So if you're someone who really enjoys mute tones and you liked the Mauves palette, this Raw Man palette I think you'll really enjoy. I am enjoying that. Just a little under. I like that. Alright, so now we will be using that guy. And then for sparkle, we'll use this guy. And so I'm going to use this flatter Eco Tools brush. The one with this on the end. This one I was using has this on the end. A nice little flat guy. He's good for putting things right here, like under here. I love that. And this is for what you just saw, putting things nice and wide and even. A little bit of concentration. This one's good for what I'm about to do, like really concentrate something on the lid. And then this I used to use to do my eyebrows because it's thick. Bang, bang, bang. You really just put it on the, oh, yeah. It's not as deep as I thought it was going to be, but it's deep enough for working with the rest of the palette. It's working really well for me. I'm really liking that. Get here. Whoa. I like that a lot. Now we will make it like a little more pink. I'm going to use this one because it's going to go the best, and then I'll probably top it with this one. So we're here, and we might go here. Oh. I really like the way Ramen does shimmers. Look at that. The formula is really different. It almost feels like it's supposed to be like some sort of jelly kind of thing, but it's not. It like moves around, but it picks up like a stiff solid. You might have a little trouble if you're not used to them. That might get on your nerves. And if you don't use your fingers like me, it actually, I think it's not too bad on a brush, but I usually use my fingers for shimmers and glitters, so. But I'm sure other people, you know, everyone has their preference. I didn't mean to put on that much, but it's too late. I'm just going to take a little of that cocoa and the mauve. Take a little bit of that mauve. There. I got it under control, I think. Thanks, Rosebud. Alright, eyeliner time. And I bought 2 eyeliners at Walmart. They're both black Radiance, and it's this one, the one that I just always get, the waterproof eyeliner. And except this time I also got a fine liner. And let me tell you how I can't stop using it. It is fine. Look at that. For comparisons, let's open the big one. This is them side by side. Fine on the top, regular on the bottom. Okay, we will be using the fine liner right now. Alright. line. Almost done. And then just, you know, the Innisfree. There's the eyeliner. Bum. Fine line. Eyelash. We're going to use Cat Eye. That's not something new that I bought. Boom. Actually, going to reopen this from and we're going to use that. I'm going to put it on the inner corner and down here. And then I got two things, one from Stalvana still, and the other one from Ulta. I cannot give up Clinique. When you have companies like Clinique that are bought by another company and it's the parent company that you have beef with, and you stop buying things from the company that bought it, like the companies that have been bought by that company, it doesn't affect the parent company like you think it does. It's more like then they'll just sell this guy or dissolve it to keep themselves going. It's kind of like the brain, how it'll pull from everywhere before it shuts itself down. That's a parent company. So it's like if you stop supporting this, it's likely that Clinique, who's done nothing wrong, is the one that will go out before Estee Lauder does. So I decided to keep my Clinique, but sign the petitions and make it visible that I am not with Estee Lauder's president and his really, like, troubling pathology. No, yeah, this is Semu, right? Well, okay, this is the Sim. This one, I bought it because I thought it was the one that I shattered to bejesus. I did not remember the name of the one I had, and I thought it was the OR5. I was wrong. So we won't be using that today, and then we also won't be using this today because it doesn't fit. We move on to the last thing, the other thing I got at Ulta. This is Teen Spirit, but we're going to use it as a blush, okay? So we're just going to get it on our ring finger. Okay, and then we'll put the rest here. Let's get this on our cheek. Like that. I'm trying to get a little more. Yes! I like that a lot. That's nice. And then we're going to use this. It's Colored Rain Soul. You know what it needs? It needs ground control. Now we're going to take it all the way around the lip though. It just blends at the peak. Like blend, I just blend a little at the peak. And we're done. We're going to go back into the Rose Garden because I just thought of something. I want to top the Teen Spirit on my cheek with one of these colors. I'm going to use that one in the upper corner because it's in the same family as all the other ones I had on the eye. I'm going to use a bit to put ooh. Solid. Done. I can dress and be right back. Bum. So this is the face, and this is my look. Well, it's not like you can see it, but those are my clothes. I'm leaving now. Bye.